Good morning, Arsenal fans. Sorry, I was distracted by a video that's circulating on social media there, but we'll get to that later. It's match day again. It's coming around so quickly now. Carabao Cup against Leeds at home. I feel like we face Leeds quite often in cup games these days. It's a nice momentous occasion. Leeds not in the best form. Arsenal slowly getting into a nice form, especially at home as well. Could be an interesting game, but Leeds are a team you should never, ever sleep on. How are you all feeling about tonight's game?
Leeds are a team you should never sleep on, but I mean, they ain't doing too great at the minute. They've also got some key players out, haven't they? They've got Bamford, Rafinha out. So, and the fact that we're in good form, hopefully we can capitalise on that and get that result.
That's always the hope. That's always the hope. How are you feeling, Helen?
Yeah, I'm feeling confident. I've been reflecting on past performances. The one that springs to mind is Thierry's return to...
That's always the one, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was there at that game. So for me, I just have really good memories of us playing Leeds in a cup game.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to tonight.
And I saw on Twitter this morning, it was literally one of the first things I saw when I woke up. Chris Wheatley, I'm not sure if you guys follow him, but he tweeted saying that, I think it was after the press conference or something that he heard from Arteta, that he has no plans on playing a younger side or a B side, let's say. He's going full out strength because he wants to keep the momentum going for Arsenal. How do you feel about that?
I think it's the right thing to do. Oh, do you want to go first, Helen? Yeah, I think it's the right thing to do, really. I mean, the fact that we are starting to build a bit of momentum, we're getting results. Why are we going to change it up? I mean, there are a few changes I'd like to see, but not too many. I want to try and keep that consistency because we need to, they're another Premier League side, and we need to reflect this in the Premier League as well as in the Carabao Cup. So do not back down. Full team.
Yeah. To be fair, there are basically three major honours, and I know this is going to get clipped because on Sky Sports I mistakenly said that FA Cup wasn't a major honour, but everyone knew what I meant. But there's three major things we can win in England, and this is one of them. So when we're not in contention for the league, are we? So that's already ruled out. So if we do want to win some type of silverware this season, I guess I understand he wants to keep momentum, but of course as well, you want to win something as a team. So it makes complete sense to go full strength against Leeds. How do you feel about it, Helen?
Yeah, I totally agree. We need to capitalise on the momentum that the team's now kind of starting to click. So I want to see the progression. I want to see the development, and I want to see a lot more wins and a more ruthless Arsenal. And that's only going to come with them playing together.
Yeah, there's a lot of so many topics of discussion around football this week. I know this is Good Morning Arsenal, we're on AFTV, but there's so many things happening in the world of football. How are you feeling about Arsenal season so far, especially how we started the league and the season altogether? When you see other teams that are doing extremely well, Liverpool, Chelsea are scoring loads of goals, the Man United loss. How are you feeling about how Arteta's doing and Arsenal doing so far? Helen's like, I
was like, who wants to go first?
Yeah. Helen, I saw that reaction. There's something you want to say, but you're holding back.
No. I feel like we need to take each game as it comes right now. I've seen so much circulate. I mean, I'm going to stick to Arsenal. You know, we all know where Liverpool are. We all know where Chelsea are. And we know we're not quite within that kind of same sentence right now. But I do feel that there's lots of positives I'm seeing within the team. Most of them are with the inclusion of certain players that we've all been kind of calling out for. Like, I don't know why Lacazette initially hasn't featured more for Arsenal, but the fact that he is now and he's bringing it when he does get the opportunity to play is good, because it's making me see that Mikel is not necessarily just picking on merit or favourites, as many people have, you know, pointed out in the past, or what they think. I don't care what people think. I can only judge by what I see. So what I'm seeing right now, I'm liking, because he's giving the right players the game time. Often they haven't been available. And, you know, I'm not even going to be harsh on Mikel, because Lacazette had COVID. Everyone seems to forget that. He was very ill with COVID, hence why he wasn't available to play up until now.
Sorry to interject there, but at the same time, when he had COVID, Aubameyang also had COVID, Runarsson had COVID, and I think another player, there was at least 4 players at the time. I think even William, when he was here, it was 4 players. Yeah. Aubameyang came back a lot sooner. So there is still questions around why he didn't play Lacazette.
No.
COVID affects people.
True. Hence if you let,
Sorry,
from what
if you let me finish.
COVID wasn't that serious. Lacazette was really ill with COVID, like wiped out. So I would guess maybe his recovery from that took longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the season so far, Charlene?
For me, I feel like we need to focus on what it is that we're doing. Yeah, there are things happening, you know, in other teams, but we need to stay focused on what we're doing, where we're working towards, and the areas that we need to improve on. Because as we know, in that final third, there's still a lot of work to be done. So we need to just stay focused on our own game, our own team, and strengthen them areas, and just keep trying to climb up the table as much as we possibly can.
Yes, I see Stricter in the chat. Good morning, Stricter. How are you? Kendrick saying he needs to pick the players that are experienced and some young guns. I'm guessing he's talking about the game tonight.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about? There probably will be some rotation, but it seems that there may not be that much. Who are you expecting to see? Are you expecting to see a Tavares again, or does Tierney come back in?
I expect to see Tavares. I'm answering that quick. Yeah, I want to see Tavares play. I don't want to rush back Tierney. He doesn't need to be rushed back.
Yeah.
He really doesn't need to be rushed back. He's more than adequate, Tavares, to start. His performance picks itself for me. If I was the manager, he'd be the first name on that sheet tonight playing.
I know, judging by some of your analysis over the years, Helen, I feel like if you was a manager, you'd be the type of manager that goes on a performance basis in form.
100%.
No favoritism. If you played well on Sunday, you're playing on Wednesday or whatever day it is.
Listen, sometimes you have to go with your instincts. If you haven't got instincts in, you know, like you've got different types of learners and leaders, and sometimes your instincts tell you everything. And for me, with football, I like to go by the feeling I get when I see the player play. You don't need to watch. Sometimes, like the first time you watch even young players, you know when they've got that star quality. I saw it with Saka. I saw it with, you know, how many players over the years? Emil Smith-Rowe. You know,
sorry, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this comment here. Could be banter, might not be. From Cedric Suarez says Kolasinac starts. Nuno should be rested for Leicester.
Not for me.
You sure? I don't know why I laughed. He could be being serious here.
He probably is being serious, but I am that manager that would pick Kolasinac in this game.
No, for me, Tavares starts. But ladies, before we get into the defense line, what are we saying about goalkeeper? Because obviously,
I love Aaron
Ramsdale has been, you know, in goal consistently for us. What are we saying about Leno? Is this a game for him to come into?
So this was my first thought when I saw that tweet where it said, we're looking to play a strong squad. And this is no disrespect to Leno. By that, I think he means no changes. And normally I'm thinking straight from the back line, and that kind of means no changes from the goalkeeper. But, you know, it's a 50-50 chance. He probably might start Leno, but I'm inclined to think that it's Ramsdale staying in goal, which is crazy because when will Leno play then if he's not playing in the cup games?
The only thing that scares me about that, God forbid, if we needed Leno to step in for whatever reason, where's his confidence going to be at? He ain't been getting no minutes. So if Leno doesn't play today, that's the only thing that worries me.
Well, let's head to our roving reporter that sits next to Leno at games. Anyone want to make a comment on that? Because I'm sure there is confidence still there. Sorry to put you on the spot, but we do have somebody that sits very close to Leno. No? I think it's a team effort, and of course
it is a team effort, and
but I think he's still with the team. He's not going to feel like
100% with the team. And what I will say to you from the touchline that sits next to him, he was cheering. He was 100% part of our team, and all the players are. We are one team. And can I just go back? I saw some little comment trying to say how we're switching on Tierney. We ain't switching on Tierney. Come on, comments. I saw it pop up. I don't know.
Really? That's mad. You're saying to rest a player who's just coming back from an injury.
Exactly. Tierney's played lots and lots of minutes with injuries. He needs to be fully recovered. We have a very good backup or someone else that can play in his position. Let him have the minutes. Let Tierney come back to his best, ready to feature in the first team. We're not saying we don't like Tierney or Tierney's not good enough.
This is no disrespect. This is no disrespect. There's no disrespect to Kolasinac here, But we, for the first time since Tierney has joined Arsenal Football Club, have a replacement for him where we are confident that he can also do a great job. So if Tierney's in, he's only been with, is it 3 years now? A couple of seasons. Tierney's had injuries, and when he's out, we're stressed thinking who's going to go in that position. Xhaka has to drop back. We're playing right backs and left back, or we've got Cedric. Now we've got a left back who's had a couple of performances that have been very good, almost man of the match performances in Tavares. Why not select him today if Tierney's not fully fit? We don't know if he's actually even available. He might not even be in the bench.
Might not be. Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's a lovely position to be in. Like, we've been crying out for like 2 good players in each position. We've got that in goalkeepers, you know, you'd like to kind of say. We've got Leno, we've got Aaron Ramsdale now. We've got that in the left back. I think we need one more good cover at right back, you know, if I'm being honest. And we're looking all right in the back when Saliba comes back as well. Like, I'm willing him and hoping he is coming back, because
there's been lots of talk about him after that.
So much talk.
I do follow his progress over there in France, because I want to know the kind of player he is. And what I'm seeing, especially when they're playing the bigger teams within their league, they're the matches I want to be seeing how he plays against the Champions League opposition, really. Yeah. And he was all right. He looks ready. You know, his development is going in the right direction.
100%.
If our coaches didn't feel he was ready to feature at Arsenal, this season.
Mark T straight in there with a predicted lineup. He's going for 4-4-2 again, which I'll be more than happy to see. He's gone for Leno in goal, so that answers your question, Charlene. I'll come to you actually with that. He's gone for quite a few changes here. Cedric, right back. I'm guessing that's right back. Centre backs Ben White and Pablo Mari. Oh my God, I actually almost forgot about Pablo Mari. That's so bad. That's actually very bad.
Don't forget about Holding too. I know he's got his here and that, but
what about Holding? If you're putting Mari in there, might as well throw Holding in there. So
we're not going to make that changes.
And this is too many changes. Sambi left, Odegaard right, Martinelli left, the middle two of Aubameyang and Lacazette, and Saka right. Thoughts? My thoughts, Mark, judging by what we've heard this morning, I think that's way too many changes.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, Mikel actually stated he's not making many changes, so I can't see him changing that many.
Yeah, likewise. That's far too many. And then if we, don't play as well, it's all going to be on Arteta. Oh, why did you make so many changes? And it just doesn't make sense. We need to remember who the opposition are as well. Yeah, it's a Carabao Cup game, but we're playing Leeds.
What's that supposed to mean, babes?
Like, let's not underestimate them. I know
that's what I think people are doing that.
They are.
Yeah. I think that's very easy as a fan base to get really, really excited as soon as you win a game.
Yeah, like
have you seen Arsenal fans on Twitter? We can be so arrogant at times. We've won a couple games, United lose a couple, and all of a sudden Arsenal fans are talking like we're about to win the league on Twitter. It's low-key embarrassing, but obviously I can get the excitement. We've won a couple games and rivals haven't, but it's like, take time, man. We're in, what are we in? October, almost November.
Listen, a month ago we were sitting bottom.
Things change so quickly.
Them having that energy then.
Things change so quickly. People need to
they do, but it hasn't changed that much. We're not sitting at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
7-0.
Like, if we were sitting third right now, then I'll join in with the tweets as well. Like, yeah, you lot are in the mud, but
come on, if you're demolishing the opposition week in, week out, come with that arrogance.
Yeah.
But when you're kind of
inconsistent,
it's not the time to be tweeting that time as well.
We're not the Arsenal that we know quite yet. No, we're not.
Right. But I can't lie though. When we do get the results and good performances, I lose my head. Like,
listen,
in the match, in the moment, 100%. But when you get back,
Charlene loses her head. I tuned into the Don Robbie watch along actually, and the moment I tuned in, I saw you celebrating like we just won something.
What?
Charlene.
You know why? Yeah, because we was playing top squad.
I was like,
I had money on certain players, and I was like, these players need to perform. So when they're scoring goals and doing good things, I'm like, yeah, boy, I'm getting close to being a PS5.
I was a Liverpool fan on Sunday watching that game.
What made it almost a tune?
Not because Liverpool will win. Like I have a soft spot for Liverpool. Like growing up, for me, they were the best It was them and Arsenal, you know, and then Man U. They were the top three. For me, they are the elite teams.
Yeah. But it was funny because when I tuned in, I saw a couple people like you and some people celebrating, and you're literally sat behind Man United fans. I was thinking, you lot are so
I know. We actually on that side because I was like,
honestly, if I was Aaron or anyone on that United, I would have been like, listen, come talk to me outside after.
Listen, after the game, I felt bad. I was like, listen, guys, I'm so sorry. Because they had me behind them, like, and I was loud.
You're always loud, girl.
I know. I was loud. You can probably hear me on the stream. I weren't even mic'd up. You probably hear me loud. I was loud. Then
everything you're saying.
Really?
Everything. Even your conversations to Helen, I could hear you. Yeah.
I didn't say nothing, you know, out of character. And then on the opposite side, you had Ty, who was just going in on Neeks. And I was like, oh my God, this poor bench. Like, I did actually feel sorry for them. But I don't know. I shouldn't have sat there. Helen, we should have sat on the Liverpool side.
You should have.
Too. But because you put your bag on that side to hold your seat.
Yeah, but I didn't know, like, what the arrangements were. You know?
Anyway, I'm not mad at it. It is what it is. But back to the Arsenal game. You mentioned it earlier. Who are you expecting to see in goal tonight, Charlene?
For me, I love Ramsdale.
I love Leno.
I know.
I thought you were going to say Leno.
But I would.
She loves them both.
Yeah.
I love Leno.
Yeah, I love Leno as well. But, you know, obviously, you know, Ramsdale's shining brightly now. I have no concerns about Ramsdale whatsoever. But tonight I'd play Leno. Just for the reasons that I pointed out earlier, you know, for confidence and to let him still sort of be part of the team.
So Helen's management style is play by.
I think so. For me,
and Charlene is more like
Charlene's more compassionate.
Yeah, passion.
Yeah.
I personally, as much as I love Leno, I would be choosing Aaron purely for his leadership on the pitch, the way he commands, his vocal, his quick thinking. I like the way he's instinctive, you know, like he's got such a football mind. Like he'll see the pass. He's done it before the player even knows he's in the position to receive the ball. And I really like that. I really like his style of like play. I love the way he'll mix it up. He'll throw the ball out. He'll kick it out. Every time he kicks it out, whether he's kicking it long or short, he will find the player. And I really like that. I like that.
Love that. Cedric says, I love Leno, but he's too good to be a number 2, but not enough to be number 1 right now. And I kind of agree with that.
But listen, after what Ramsdale's been doing, Leno might feel like, right, if I get the minutes tonight, I've got something to prove.
No, 100%. And I think if he is given the minutes, he will come and give a really good account of himself. And I really hope, you know, because in life, whatever job you do, you're always evolving and learning. So the fact that he's been sitting out, watching, observing, maybe he's going to pick up some qualities and benefit from that.
Yeah.
That he'll then bring to his game. Maybe he'll start being more confident, because I feel Leno's not very confident with his feet. Like he hesitates too much, and you know, like play out from the back, they push right back and press into him. Whereas the way Aaron does it, he'll literally they play it quick, and then because he plays it out so quick, the team can't press and put that doesn't invite the pressure onto our defense.
Yeah, and not only that, the way sometimes he's moving like Maldini at the back. The way he's moving his feet, like he gives me heart attacks sometimes. I can't lie. There'll be someone running
just on edge, like
and he'll just do a quick little.
I don't even feel on edge if I do it. Like literally a second, and then you can see he's so in control because he's already played that ball. I'm not on edge. It's brilliant. I like him a lot.
Does a little L turns and he's off and takes the ball out, and I'm just like, wow. An Arsenal goalkeeper doing that is crazy, but we'll find out tonight who Arteta starts. I actually don't know who will start. I personally would start Aaron Ramsdale, and I know that's harsh on Leno, but Arteta could be like Charlene, and obviously they've got a relationship. He's been at the club longer. He is meant to be our number 1 keeper, actually, but I guess there is no number 1, number 2. It's just
I don't think there should be any number 1s. It's all on merit. We're one team. Whoever's bringing it in training. And obviously, I might say I pick on performance because I'm not in training every day. If I was working there, I could be different, but I'm not. I can only observe on what I see at matches and the little clips, you know, that I might catch here and there. So,
do you know what, Chris?
It'll be Ramsdale.
I actually agree with Chris's comments. Well, not half of the squad. Not a lot. I wouldn't. Yeah, but the way he passes is actually top notch.
It is, man.
Like the long passes, the short passes, even the balls over in the air. Like I'm sure his pass completion must be 100%.
Yeah, no, honestly, I reckon to me, he's like a sweeper. Like for all the boys and girls that play football, yeah? You know, like when you played 5-a-side or 7-a-side and your keepers could come out like a sweeper keeper. He's that player. He's wicked.
He is, man.
Love that. I saw a comment here about you said that Rafinha is out, isn't he? He said, I hope Rafinha doesn't play for Leeds tonight. He will give our defenders a tough time.
He came up, he hobbled off in that game.
Yeah, maybe he may not be available, but who knows? Who knows?
Apparently, Phillips as well is out.
Yeah, I heard that. Godfrey's going for a 4-2-3-1 formation of Tavares. Which goalkeeper? Well, I don't know if he's got
Tavares.
He's got Tavares, Chambers, Mari, Cedric, El Neni, Maitland-Niles, Martinelli, Odegaard, Pepe. Nketiah. I think he used 8. Sorry, Godfrey. Is that Nketiah or Balogun? Okay.
Listen now. The nice thing is when you develop a style of football through your team where they get their identity, I don't know if we're quite there yet, but maybe in the next few months, if we carry on really consistently and positively with the style and the way we're playing, you can make those changes where in the odd game here and there, you could bring Martinelli and Balogun in for Lacazette and Aubameyang.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're there at this moment in time.
We're not there yet.
We're not.
There was one more thing I wanted to bring up actually about the whole Leno situation. I know it's such a minor thing, but you know when the stadium announces the starting 11 and you'll go way after every name, and then he goes right, and on the bench he goes Leno, and literally hardly anyone makes noise. That kind of bothers me.
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
They'll be like Leno, and then there'll be a small round of applause, and then they'll say like Martinelli, and it's like way, and it's just like
we need to back all our players.
Yeah, like I wish
every single player.
I wish they would just clap for every single one of them.
Yeah, including Kolasinac as well. You know,
every
player, everyone that's part of our team. It's a team. We need to support everyone, mate.
That does make me feel a bit uncomfortable when he doesn't get the applause. It's a bit like, wow, like have you forgotten about him already? Like he's still part of the team.
Exactly.
I haven't noticed that, but I'll keep an eye on that. Like I haven't noticed it, so I'm thinking if I haven't noticed it, that's might be good that maybe he doesn't notice it.
Yeah, like, maybe it's just isolated.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe where you sit, they're more. You know, there's a lot more applause.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Ladies, what I want to know as well, Saka.
You want to rest him? I know you went to rest him the last cup game.
Yeah, our poor little baby. I mean, does he play tonight?
I think he'd be one that I would look to rest if I was going to rest anyone.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the comments saying put Ramsdale. Sorry, go on, Helen. Could you imagine one? Because we've seen in the past. People like Carl Walker go in goal. We've seen players go into goal, but have you ever seen a goalkeeper play outfield?
Try it.
No, please. We should only try that when it's May and we're clear of winning the league, 10 points, 15 points ahead, and we can mess about a little bit, or in like a charity game. I don't know.
I don't think we'll ever be that place anytime soon.
But sorry, Helen, you were going to say about Saka.
Yeah, I think Saka's one of the players that we could rest. We could rest him and bring in Pepe.
Yeah.
That he'd be maybe the little change. I don't think we're going to make many changes. No. I can't see there being 5-6 changes in the lineup.
Do you know what? I don't see Martinelli starting, which I think sometimes would expect. That would be the biggest surprise to me tonight if I saw him starting lineup. Of course, I'll be excited, but I'll be like, wow, he remembered him.
Yeah.
What about and Oba?
I think they should both play.
Yeah, I think they'll both start.
Yeah, I want both of them to start as well. Yeah.
Then what about Nketiah? What about Balogun? Will we even
build some momentum here?
Hold on a minute. Will we even see Balogun this season? The club tried so hard to keep him, just like they did with Maitland-Niles, and then they don't use him. I actually don't understand the process with that. There must be.
I think we need to identify what players we need to develop further and get them out on loan, like we did with Smith Rowe, because that loan spell that Emil had really, really helped his development and then the transition into the first team when he came back. And I feel like, sorry?
Was it Huddersfield or wherever he went? He didn't even play that much.
Yeah, but he went Huddersfield and he went somewhere else as well. He had 2 loan spells. And he did play in both of them. Yeah, he did. So, and then we called him back because we then needed him. But I think if we're not going to use Martinelli or Balogun, we can't send both of them out because we need to of injury. But we need to work out what we're doing with both of them and send out one of them, because it's a waste of them just sitting there and not getting the experience that they'll get if they're out on loan.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just how I would look at it.
I just don't feel like there's like solid plans for them in Arsenal's future. That's how it feels. It feels like we'll keep them, develop them, put them on loan. They'll come back, will not play again. Because look, Eddie's been on loans. Yeah. He was at Leeds.
Yeah, I feel Eddie's the one that we might sell.
At this point, it seems the most realistic, because are you going to put him on another loan?
No, I want to see Balogun and Martinelli get the minutes elsewhere just to fast track their development. Or they need to feature more regularly, whether it's in 20 minutes, like coming on.
Yeah.
How many subs have we got tonight?
Should be 5.
5.
Don't ever quote me on that though.
I was thinking.
But to be fair, we didn't even hardly use in the Wimbledon game. We didn't use that many subs.
No, I don't think we did. Probably 3, I think.
So it'll be interesting who gets some game time tonight. I just want to talk about some other things, because we were talking about it before we had to start the stream.
No.
What is going on? What is this? What, like, on it, like, we all know what's been happening. We saw it with Paul Scholes, which to me was insane that his daughter would post that on social media.
What can you tell us, in case people haven't seen, what exactly?
Really?
Has anyone not seen, or has anyone? Does anyone know what we are talking about right now? What are we referring to? Let us
know quick in the comments.
So just for anyone that doesn't know, which I'm sure it would have been, even my dad knows. My dad doesn't even have social media. Trust me, people were sharing that on like WhatsApp and all types of things.
Yeah.
Oh, no one knows. Okay. Wow.
I don't think everyone knows.
Oh, right. So basically, I don't know if he was biting her toenail, or apparently he was getting a splinter out of her foot or something like that. But
he was in her feet, wasn't he? I thought it was in her feet.
No, I'm talking about Paul Scholes.
Oh, okay.
He had his daughter's foot in his mouth, and she filmed it and put it on her Instagram story. And now all the United fans are like, yeah, don't talk about our club legend. Look at Edu. And now there's a video of him sniffing a female's foot. Not sure if it's his wife or daughter, but everyone's saying it's his daughter. What is? Does anyone else have a relationship like this with their dad, or just no? It's so, I just don't understand it.
How old is the daughter? Let's just clarify.
I don't know. She's 18 or 18. She's not a child.
That's just mad. A bit different.
It is
odd. Very
odd.
I
don't want to judge people's.
I'm not judging, but it's strange
with their family members.
Strange that you would post that on social media. Exactly. The position of your father in
a whole legend,
exactly.
Treble winner. Like, it's a bit mad.
Not even that. He's our football director.
Oh yeah, and Edu as well. Edu. So wait, is that Edu?
I'm talking Edu. I'm not bothered about.
I haven't seen it properly. I was trying to look at it before the stream started, so I'm not fully aware on that one.
I haven't seen it. Helen, what is Edu doing? Is it exactly the same thing?
Smelling her feet and stroking her feet.
Really?
I mean, I only literally got sent it. Yes, it don't look. It's not a good look. It's really, really not a good look. Look at Charlie's face.
I mean, that looks like.
I mean, if
his eyes closed.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying.
That cannot be his daughter.
These are the type of things we don't want to see on social media.
Even if it's his wife, I still don't want to be seeing that kind of behaviour.
Exactly. I don't think that's his daughter. It can't be.
It's his daughter. Apparently it's his daughter. That's what everything circulating is.
But with the way he's closing his eyes, like.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe he was bantering Scholes. Maybe it was some type of weird banter that maybe they only understand.
Is that kind of like the behaviour I want to be seeing from someone in a senior position at my club?
No, definitely not.
When fans can't behave a certain way, why are people on, you know, in that kind of job behaving like that? It's not very nice.
Just wanted your thoughts on it. But in more serious news, before we crack on about anything else, I do want to say RIP to Walter Smith.
Yeah,
who sadly passed away today, age 73. Just want to pay our respects to Walter Smith. For anyone that doesn't know or hasn't heard yet, he did pass away. I believe it was this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, today.
Yeah, quite sad. He managed Scotland, Rangers, Everton. Yeah. So rest in peace.
Also with his friends,
for the family and
friends, all the players that I've had the pleasure of knowing him, the clubs that have worked with him, players, family, staff, all of those people. But yes, on to tonight. Another game, hopefully another win. There'll be lots of content, like you all know, coming today. The build up from 5:45 p.m. The starting 11 from 6:30 p.m. Match day live with Charlene rocking up the tables at 7:30 p.m.
Not today, darling.
I'm coming to the game today, Pippa.
I might be throwing you off your seat, darling.
No. And of course, the fan cams after the game. Yes, Charlene's there. I can't wait. I'll see you guys tonight.
What's in the stadium?
I'm going to see if I can hear you across the stadium, Charlene.
You don't see her. You will hear her. All right, guys. We'll see you later on tonight. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks so much. Enjoy the game.